Hello, everyone, and welcome to our very first webinar of Kiwi LMS, which is at startkiwi.com. This time, I decided to be as natural as I can be, so I didn't shave. I hope everybody is doing well. We have Stephen joining us soon. He is running into another meeting. Thank you all for joining today. And let's go straight to the agenda. So today we are going to show you the Kiwi LMS. We're going to show you what Kiwi does and answer. There's been quite a bit of questions that people has asked by when they RSVP'd. So we're going to start answering some of these questions, and then later on, if you have any questions live, you can ask them by clicking on the tab at the lower right corner. It says online. So if you click there and type your question, I will receive it and then read that out loud and then also answer those questions. So, okay, let's get started. I will start sharing my screen so you will see. Let me see now. I come here and I will do Start Kiwi. Okay, so let's get the screen share up and running. All right, so you should be able to see my screen now. It's the landing page of Start Kiwi, or the Kiwi LMS. So this is a product of EDU On Go. My name is Ridvan Aliyu. I am the CEO of eduongo.com. And just a quick background on how Kiwi came about. EDU On Go is in the e-learning industry, as you all know. We provide a lot of e-learning tools to initially to the academia world, then we moved on to corporate training, and now we have a very niche market that we are serving in restaurant employee training. So the product Kiwi specifically serves the restaurant employee training. However, the same product can be used in corporate training and for other needs as well, because we've had some of the questions about can Kiwi be used in a marketing agency and other corporate training needs. Okay, so now let me just close this real quick. As you can see from our homepage, the Kiwi product goes for restaurant employee training. So there's videos here that you can see the product, okay? And as you can see, it is 100% mobile ready, which means it is responsive to any device. Some of our clients that use Kiwi, they have a tablet that they train their employees in the back room with an Android tablet or iPad, etc. So it is 100% mobile ready. Now I am here's one of our clients, El Pollo Loco. It's a restaurant chain in Southwest United States that uses Kiwi to train their employees across many of their locations. So let me go straight to the product, and then once we are done with the product, I will go ahead and start answering some of the questions. Okay, so the goal of this webinar is for people that used EDU On Go before and newcomers that are getting to EDU On Go, for you to learn more about our new product called Kiwi. So let me see. Yeah, okay. Hey, Steven, did you just join?
Yes, I'm here.
Hey, Steven, yeah, no worries. We actually started. I just gave him a quick demonstration of our homepage and how we started Kiwi. So I guess, Steven, I'll let you introduce yourself real quick, and then we'll get going to the product.
Yeah, so hi everybody. My name is Steven. I am the co-founder of EDU On Go, and I've been working with Van for actually many years before even we started working together on EDU On Go. We actually work together on some other projects together. That's how we know each other. I also work with the team on a lot of big projects like Coca-Cola Freestyle, the Ford Sync navigation system together before. 4 years ago, we started this journey of creating what we believe is the most flexible, most scalable, cloud-based learning system called EDU On Go. And and we're excited to have a lot of users like some of you guys in the education space, in K-12, higher ed, and professional training. However, what we'd like to introduce today is really our latest product, which I think we've been started to present. Is we are excited to took the platform we created and work with some very close partner in the restaurant training industry, and we believe we have a very unique offer for restaurant owner who can provide training more effectively, more engaging to employee, and also actually reduce the training costs. So today, it's kind of really, this event is about celebrating our launch. We are starting to getting quite a bit of requests for the product, and we then started to present the product, and hopefully some of you guys will find this interesting purpose, or for some of your customer, or maybe someone you know who are in the restaurant business and needing to find a better way to train their employees. And if you have any relationship in this space, you would know restaurant usually have high turnover for an employee. Retention is a challenge, and better training definitely is one of the vehicles to help to address those issues. And Kiwi is attempt to use technology to assist that. So I'm glad you guys can make it, and I would turn it back to Ben and have him continue the demo. And at the end, both of us would love to take any questions and answer any question you might have.
Great, thank you, Stephen. I was just opening up the product, so I just logged in. Let me try this real quick, and I'll share the screen again. There you go. Opening the window for this. Okay, start. Give me a second. I was there. Sorry. Hey, Stephen, can you hear me well?
Yes, I can hear you very well.
Okay, good. Screen did not work. Okay, well, I guess I can log into the employee side, and Stephen, if you can find out how do you log in, what's the password to the admin side of the startkiwi.com/apps. I'm gonna demonstrate the employee side of it, and maybe real quick we can do the ED-on-Go admin side, which a lot of our viewers have already used ED-on-Go. So I'm sharing the screen again, and I have logged into our new product called Kiwi. Just so everybody knows, Kiwi is hooked up to ED-on-Go's APIs. So managing the back end and the content for Kiwi is using the admin tools of ED-on-Go. And we'll get to that for the newcomers or people that are new to ED-on-Go. We'll show you that briefly. So your employees, when they log in, this is the new dashboard that they will see. And from here, there's a video about this, so I'm going to quickly touch them. I will not spend a lot of time. But as you can see here, you can see the progress, how much, where you stand when it comes to course completion, where you left off. There's any messages coming from your management or from the community, and so on. Of course, you can change your language. Right now, it's supported to English and Spanish. You can add as many languages as you like. For you guys that know ED-on-Go, ED-on-Go can be translated to any language. Okay, so let's jump to the next tab here, which is one of the most important one for employees, is the learning plan, the path for you to get certified. Okay, and each employee can be assigned a specific path, which means you can allocate specific courses for different roles. If you're a cook, you can assign different courses to a cook. If you're a cashier, you will have different courses. So everybody has a learning path, and we can go through the steps here that we have put here at the top. However, you as the restaurant owner can change these steps as you wish. So as you can see, first step is to take the course. Then you pass a test. At the end of the course, there's a test. Then there's a checklist that your manager can come right next to you with a tablet and say, hey, can you show me what you just learned? Can you show me in practice if you are able to do that? And the manager can go through the checklist that you understood the concept and you're doing great. And then the manager will give you a certificate. So how does a course look like? If I click in here, you can bring a course in different formats inside a Kiwi. And remember, it's using the
attention. This is not the course in
it
its
is
entirety.
using the authoring tools of EDU on Go. So as you know, inside EDU on Go, when you build a course, you can add a SCORM object. So here what I'm showing you is an SCORM object that has been added. And this is built by some of our partners. So you can bring different content that you already have. You have SCORM, videos, text, PDFs, whatever you've got, you can upload them, and then that will show here into the course format. So as you can see, this SCORM is interactive, and you have the main navigation to the left, and you have some of the lessons here up at the top. So when you're done, this course doesn't seem to have a quiz, but if there's a quiz, it will prompt you with a quiz. And you can also allow the employees to get to the quiz at any time, and it will show a button here. Let me see if the other courses have a quiz. So this one. I guess this one doesn't have a quiz. Let me see if this one has it. Okay, this is a different format, so I guess I'll see if I can land into a course with a quiz. But here's another format that you can present your courses. And this is just sample of a lesson that can be used inside Kiwi. So this is built with our authoring tools. And I think if Steven is able to find out the admin credentials I can get inside here, I tried the ones that I have, and it says, I think I got the wrong password. But anyway, so you can see here, there's tabs at the top. If I scroll down, there's a zip folder, which is, again, another SCORM object. Okay, let me see what else I got here. If I come here, here is another video, which is using our video.
Hello, and welcome to
It's using our video noting capabilities of Kiwi. So as you watch the video, you can leave a note. Hi there. I didn't understand this. And what this does, if for you guys that haven't used EDU on Go before, it creates a track in the timeline. And when others watch this video, they can actually go to this note and they can reply to it. So it starts a thread in the middle of the video to reply to any questions that you have. So again, these are some of the features that you can add. Of course, you can bring more features that EDU on Go has, but these are the default features that you can use when you build a course. So that's about it for courses.
Hello, and
to
welcome to the Create Commons
edit a course is as simple as clicking here, edit course. And I guess I don't have access to edit this course. Let me see. Let me X out of that.
Hey, Vivian, just real quick, if you log in as yourself, you should be the admin.
Oh yeah? Okay, I didn't try that.
Vivian@edungo.com.
Cool. Okay, so real quick, while I'm here at this page, here's how it looks like when you edit with the EDU on Go tools. So this is the admin side of the academy. Let me try with my credentials here. And I'm able to log in. So again, this is now, I'm logged in as the administrator of the Kiwi app. And then in here, for you guys that are familiar with this environment, you have all the apps to manage the online training environment. So if you want to manage the courses section, you come here under courses, and you can see the courses that I have here. Okay, and if I scroll here, we had a course work and safety. So if I come here and click on it, now here is the admin side of that course. So you can see the tabs are at the top. There's an image. And how did this get built? Simply click on the edit button, and you can see all these containers that build that course. So basically, you don't need to know any coding in order to build the content for the course. You can bring a Swarm object, like I said, or you can use our tools here that I'm showing you. So to the right, you can add a slider, an activity, an image, and so on and so forth. Audio, video, and here's a Swarm object. You can also bring an LTI application inside, which is an external application. So pretty much you can use the powerful features of EDU on Go to manage your online academy, and then Kiwi app will facilitate that to your restaurant employees in a very much in a very intuitive and simple way, like you see it here. Okay, so that's it about the courses, and I'm gonna go now to library. This is now a catalog that is being pulled from the EDU on Go library, so you can add as many books as you like. Let's say you want to add an employee handbook as a PDF. So you want to push all of your printing material to your employees, and whenever you change them, it will automatically go to their portal or to their tablet. You can now use the My Library section. So here we have a sample of an employee handbook, and it will use the ebook feature of EDU on Go. So here, this one has 6 pages, so I can flip between them. And remember, EDU on Go has the features where you can bookmark up right corner, you can select and leave notes, you can search and highlight and all of that good stuff. So again, it uses the features that EDU on Go has. And a lot of our customers, they upload a PDF. Some of them write their own books or handbooks here, and then they save money in printing. And that's the goal of this area, the my library. So, and again, whenever you do an update, you don't have to print and send it to all your store locations. When you do an update here, it will automatically update in their devices so they can use the content. Okay, so let's jump to my report. This is my report as an employee. So every employee will get the My Report section. So whether you're a cook, cashier, whatever role you have your own report, what you have done. So, and it will show you the progress on each of the courses. So how many courses you have completed, how many quizzes you have passed, how many certificates you have got. So again, this is your report. There is another report which is visible to managers only. So if you are the manager of your store, then you will get this button that shows you a summary of all your employees, how your employees of your store are doing. And depending on your role, this will change the hierarchy. So let's say you have stores in different states, and then you have a division leader, or you have an area leader that is overseeing the stores. So this manager's report will change the hierarchy depending on your role. But as a store manager, when you log in, you will have a list of your employees there, and then you can swiftly see how they're doing. So for example, Jeremy is at 33% overall. He failed the quiz at work safety course. He got certified at customer service. And if I scroll down, I can see the others, how they are doing, and this, again, this is just some sample data, but you get the point. You will see how everybody's doing and who is reaching the overall goal of 100. Okay, so if you had more than 3 courses, you can scroll to the right, and so on. So this is pretty handy if you want to also filter by the role. Let's take a look at all the cashiers of the store, all of the cooks, and depending on your role, you can see how they're doing. Okay, you can also search here at the top, and so on and so forth. So let's jump now to the discussions area. This is the community for your stores, for the entire organization, if you would, or you can limit it to the restaurant location. So right now is across the board. If you have 300 store locations, you can have a discussion board that you can push notifications and discussions to all 300 locations, and then they can start collaborating with each other. They can see any messages coming from the corporate, and so on and so forth. So this is the community area for people to discuss different topics and reply to them and start collaborating with each other. So a very high level on the new product Kiwi. There is a video about what I just went over, but I wanted to touch it before we move on to questions and answers. And real quick, I started showing you guys this. For you guys that haven't seen EDU on Go, we can give you a sample account where you can play around with EDU on Go, and there's many tools inside, managing users, managing admin reports, etc., etc. So you can really use the admin side of EDU on Go to manage your Kiwi employee side platform. So that's at a very high level, the product overview. So Stephen, do you have anything about the product, or should we move on to answer some?
No, I think you covered it pretty well. I don't know, one thing we could also spend a little time on before we take a question is maybe we can go through the benefit of the product at the overall. Did you go to our website and kind of talk about that?
Yeah, I didn't actually. So maybe this is a good time. Are you talking about the ones?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so maybe we can walk through this.
Do you want to talk about them, or do you want me to go over?
Sure, I can do that. Yeah, so I think hope all of you have a kind of a good sneak preview of what the product looks like. Really the key benefit of Kiwi from a business perspective, why this matter, right? Why this matter to restaurant or restaurant chains who want to implement employee training? Really, the way we see it is with employee training, we see four major benefits. The first benefit is reduce training costs. As we work in this industry, we find out many restaurant chains are actually still using hard copies for their trainings. Some of the customers we work with may have over 200, 300 locations, and they still print hard copies for the training materials. Sometimes they actually have to physically mail different poster or different things to the location. The cost of just sending material like this way can add up quickly, right? So by removing that and moving everything into a system, digitize it is already, sometimes it pays for itself already. So that's actually, for some restaurant, this alone would be beneficial just to reduce the current operation costs for the way they do training. As well as many restaurants still do training in person. In-person training definitely has its values. However, it is very costly, right? In-person training means you have to fly people together, or you have to fly a trainer to the locations. It is definitely expensive. Using an online learning system like that, you may not be able to completely remove in-person training. The in-person training still have its value, but you can definitely reduce it. But you can definitely use the online system to help to reduce the need of in-person training, and that will result in reduced training cost. Second point we have here is we believe Kiwi can help you streamline the employee onboarding process. One of the most challenging issue or challenging factor in running a restaurant is new hire. When you hire someone new, you need to get them quickly working, right? The onboarding process, you want to make it as short as possible. As you saw in the demo that Vivian gave you before, there's a pretty clear layout process in Kiwi in terms of how to train somebody to get to a point that they can actually start working. By using the system, it helps guide employee through that process. A lot of time, one of the biggest challenges onboarding is managers don't have time sometimes to train them. So by using a digital system like that, maybe using a tablet or some iPad to deliver the training, it can help reduce the time needed for the manager. And so the employee, the new hire, can actually get going immediately using this type of tools. And then supplement with later on, the manager can go for a checklist to make sure they learn everything they did. So this also is one of the great benefits of using a system like Kiwi to streamline the employee onboarding. The next benefit we see is sometimes it does get overlooked by some restaurant is the ability to meet the safety regulations. I live in Washington State. Washington the King County just recently have a new food safety rating for all the restaurants. And obviously, all restaurants want to score excellent, right? And to do that, it's really come down to training. You want every employee in your restaurant to understand the regulation, to know the safety rules, and to be compliant to it. And have using a system like Kiwi, together with some of our partners, the courses they provide, could greatly help to provide the compliance requirement. You can certify them to make sure everyone is up to date. And when the audit or when the government come in and do the check, then you have a higher confidence that you will be able to meet all the regulations. And finally, it provides consistency across locations, right? Really, when you talk about restaurant change in this day, one of the biggest challenges is managing growth. A lot of restaurant change is growing really fast. Some of the customer we work with, they open over 100 locations in a year. It's tremendous growth, but it also brings a big challenge of keeping everything consistent. When you're relying on in-person training or other training, sometimes there's inconsistency on how it's delivered. But if you're using a system like this, you can or take advantage of video training or online training, you will be able to provide consistency in your training and also give the guidance to the manager to how to certify people in the correct way and track them appropriately. So I thought it would be good to just kind of highlight some of this benefit with Kiwi. And I guess, Riven, did you have anything else you'd like to add?
No, I think you covered most of it. I know we promised the first half hour we'll go over the product and the service, and then we'll start answering questions. There has been a few questions that have been submitted in the little form when you RSVP, so we can start with that. And I see people already here online on my left. I'm looking another monitor of people coming in. So if you have any questions, and you can see my screen, you can open this tab here at the lower right corner. In the webinar page, anywhere at Kiwi, you will see this. And then just type in your question here and press enter. I will get it into another monitor right next to me. And then I'll read out the question if you have any questions that you want us to answer live. However, you can always email us at, let me bring that up here. Let's close this one. You can email, these are the question list. Let's see, redvan@eduongo.com or info@startkiwi.com, and we'll follow up with an email so you will have these contact information handy. But here at the bottom of the screen, I wrote these too. And above that, we have a list of questions that we can try to cover as much as we can. And also any questions that come in live, I will keep an eye on it. So, Stephen, let's let's go over the questions, and then I will see. There you go, one more came in live, but I'll keep an eye on the questions that come in live. So these are the ones that I'm showing on the screen. They are the questions that have been written when they RSVP. There was a little section that says ask a question, and these are some of the questions, okay? Let me see, let me actually stop screen share so you can see me. Stop screen share, okay, there we go. All right, so first question. How can a very small restaurant business use this platform? All right, Stephen, let's do, you do one and I do one. How about that? Or
sure, we can take that.
Huh?
You want to do the first one, or you want me to do the first one?
But yeah, why don't you do the first one?
Okay. I think for a small restaurant, time is always the biggest challenge, right? So they can definitely use a system like Kiwi to save time, and having even the owner or the manager of the location record herself or himself and upload the video training or whatever training material into Kiwi and provide that to the new hire is still a major for a lot of small restaurants. So at the high level, Kiwi is there's a lot of feature in Kiwi that is designed for restaurant change, which you have more than one locations. But if you have just a single location or a couple of locations, you can still take advantage of it. And also, it's always great to prepare for growth, right? You never know. And if your business start to take up, you may want to start considering opening up more location. It's good to know that you have a system that is a training system that is ready to help you and take to the next level and not to have to worry about it.
Okay, great. So we got 3 questions live. So let's switch between live and one question from here, one from here. Let's see. The question, they're all from US. So majority of our traffic live is coming from US. How is e-learning transforming the way restaurants are training their employees? So I'll take this one. Stephen mentioned some of the benefits, some of the costs that e-learning saves to restaurant owners, to people that train their employees. You don't have to fly people around to do the training in their stores. E-learning also reduces, like Stephen mentioned, the cost in printing. So in general, the alignment of learning and the efficiency to look how everybody is doing. So for example, if you have many locations and if you want to take a look at how individual locations and their employees are doing, e-learning will be a lot more efficient rather than you doing it manually by writing, everybody having a hard copy paper of the manual and the training material, and then they go over it and they take a quiz manually, and then you have to insert them somehow digitally, or you have to mail them back to the corporate. That whole process is costly and inefficient. So e-learning solves that process. It's quicker, it is more efficient, and it gets the job done a lot faster. So, and remember I mentioned when you do an update to your training material, it goes across your location. So Kiwi is 100% in the cloud, which means when you update a course, when you update a quiz, everybody gets it right away. So of course you can send a notification saying, hey, I just updated, I put a new quiz that every manager should use. But you can see, the benefits of e-learning to be more efficient, to be more quick, to save money. All of these parameters are taken under consideration to help restaurant employee training. So I hope I answered the question. I went a little bit from one side to another, but yeah, if you have more questions in terms of how e-learning is transforming the restaurant employee training, please feel free to shoot us an email. So let's go to another question here that has been written via the RSVP. How will using this product save my restaurant time and put more money into the restaurant's pocket? I guess we kind of mentioned this, Stephen. We mentioned the benefits. Printing was one of them. You don't have to print. You have to print very little or none at all. Manuals and training content. Efficiency, and you don't have to fly people around. So I think we answered this question already to some extent. The next one is, why do you name your product Kiwi? This is actually from online, and again, it's from US. So, Stephen, you want to tell the story real quick, or should I?
Sure, I guess I could. So actually, it was I think it was late last year. Vivian and I was actually on a business trip to Switzerland. We went to a conference together, and that was when we started working on the product Kiwi. At that time, of course, it wasn't called Kiwi yet, and I think we were just having breakfast, and it happened to have kiwi as we were both eating it, and then it's like, that kind of got stuck in our head. And next thing you know, we pull out our smartphone and start searching for domains, looking for ideas, and then that's really honestly that's how we come about. And we both kind of like the name. We find the domain start kiwi that worked well, and the next day we then even draft up the logo that
green, but it has blue colors that bring the freshness of kiwi. So, Stephen, we lost you for a little bit, so I continued. So, are you still there, Stephen?
Yeah, I'm back. I think. Yeah, I thought it was you, but I guess it's me.
Oh, yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so great. So now there's more questions here live. I'll switch here to live again. With employees coming in and out of employment, can I reuse licenses when I hire a replacement? I think this has to do the way we charge as well. So do you want to take this one, Stephen? So again, with employees coming in and out employment, can I reuse licenses when I hire?
Yeah, so absolutely. So the way, if you want, you can go to startkiwi./pricing. You can see our pricing of Kiwi is actually based on locations for the most part. There is kind of a limit on how many employees you can have in each location. But if someone leaves and you have a new hire joined, absolutely you can reuse that license. But for the most part, we try to set the limit so that you don't have to worry about it. We understand in this space, there's sometimes you can have high turnover, and so you don't want to worry about keeping track of how many active users you have. So usually we try to work with the customer to say, okay, we just charge you by location. As long as the location is open, for the most part, you should be able to use the system without having to worry about how many active users you have.
Right, yep. I guess this person has many other questions, but here's one more. Are there out-of-the-box trainings that I can use right away, or do I need to develop my own? I can take this one. We do have content partners that they provide Swarm objects and their content inside Kiwi, so we can share with you the course catalog that we provide through our content partners. Or again, like I showed you earlier, you can add your own content. So you can add your own videos, your own Swarm object, etc. But if you're interested to learn what courses we already have that you would like to leverage and insert inside Kiwi, we can send you the catalog.
I just want to quickly add, Vivian. So we also have video course, not just Scrum object. Some of the courses we have, like in customer service for safety, they're in a video format. And also additional thing we do because of our partnership, those courses, some of those courses, we can actually modify it so that instead of you having to build your content from scratch, you can actually take some of the existing course we have as course template, and you can modify it by, for example, inserting your own slide or inserting your own pictures. Because sometimes it's simply putting maybe your company logo or even the location or how usually your restaurant setting is, right? Each restaurant have their own way of laying out the stations. So for example, when you're talking about, let's say, making a salad, I mean, a lot of restaurants make a salad, but the solid bar may look slightly different. So able to just insert a picture in there can make a big difference. So I think that's also is a kind of a key value add we provide, is not only we have off-the-shelf courses, we actually will be able to modify those quickly to get your training program off the ground in almost no time.
Yep, very nice. Okay, so here's another question, and I actually want to share my screen for this one. So the question here, this is a very good question, by the way. Again, it's from US, and let's share the screen to answer this one. So the question is, our menu changes all the time. Is there a way to set up a quiz for my servers to ensure they understand the new menu? So I actually wanted to share the screen and show you how easy it is to create a quiz. And you can update that at any time, and you can add more quizzes, add questions, subtract questions, and it will automatically reflect to any of your store locations. So I came here and just created a simple quiz here. Under quizzes, create new quiz. And just so you can see, the way that you add questions is here by picking from any of the question types. So multiple choice, true and false. And once you create a question, if you want to modify, so let's say your menu changes, I gave 1 point to that question, whatever you want to ask. And you can add a video here in the question. You can add an image here if you like to explain the question. And then you have the multiple choice. So this is a multiple choice type. And say 1, 2, etc. So and then you tell the system what is the right answer, so it will automatically grade this. So you save this. If you ever want to come back and change it, you can simply hit the edit button, and then it will update that to all of your questions. Need to screen share. Okay, so Stephen, do you see my screen? Because there's some people saying they don't see my screen. Do you see it?
I can see it.
Okay, I guess it will come a little bit late to some of the screens, but it will come. There is a small delay. All right, so that's the questions. Okay, he still don't see the screen. I think it will come to you guys. So let's give it a few more seconds. All right, so now let's go to a question here. These are the questions that have been sent to us before. My restaurant is unique. How hard is it to add custom courses or details to the product? What type of reporting is available? I think we answered this again to some extent. Do you want to add more to this, Stephen, or do you feel like
I think you're correct. I think the custom side, I think we touched on quite a bit.
Yeah.
On the reporting, definitely you saw the basic reporting from the demonstration Vivian gave a little earlier. One thing it might be good to point out is reporting, we try to work with our customer because we understand most of our customer already have an existing employee database. We like to, during the initial setup, to integrate with the existing employee database and use and create a reporting based on the actual data coming from it. That is one of the things that we find usually most useful, rather than having to, I guess, create another set of data that the customer has to manage. They should be able to use the existing system they're already using that they use to manage the employee, and then the training would just connect to it through either single sign-on solutions or some sort of connection to allow the learning management system to share the same database. So that is something that I guess I just like to point out, which is a kind of a major benefit of having a shared employee database rather than having two separate databases you have to maintain.
Yep. So again, this area that I'm sharing, the manager's report, like Stephen said, You can bring any fields that you like here. We can work with you guys to generate your own report here. So pretty much we offer custom reporting if the default one doesn't cut it for you. Okay, so let's see, stop sharing again so you can see us, and let's do, let's see, I think we covered this one. How can this product help me? Okay, how can this product help my bottom line? If I pay for a year in advance, do I get a discount? Okay, so this is
I guess I can take this one. Yeah. So hopefully some of the cost saving in your method we talked to you about would apply to your case, and basically the system pretty much pay for itself in terms of saving you money. In terms of discount and pricing, absolutely, we would like to work with you and find a way to make our system available within your budget. And we do usually apply some discount if you are willing to pay upfront for longer contract. That's usually does happen, but we don't have our sales team here, so I'm not going to speak for them 100%. But I know for sure that it can apply, but it does depends on the proposal. So the way in general, the way we work is we like to speak to you, understand how many locations you have, the type of usage you will have, the type of customization integration you need, and we want to give you a complete proposal that would basically meet all your needs. Some customer have a stronger IT department, then they can handle a lot of the ongoing maintenance themselves. Some customer actually would want us to provide a little more service alongside with the system, so that they don't have to worry about it, because some of the restaurant we speak to, they don't really necessarily have a dedicated IT department, and they just want to have someone just take care of it, right? And we can offer that type of a proposal also. So in short, we're pretty flexible in terms of how we can engage with a restaurant at different size.
great. So here's another live question. If I want to create my own training video for our busboy positions, for instance, can I do it myself with my iPhone, or do I need to hire a photographer? So this question relates to building content. You can do a quick video with your iPhone and upload the MPEG-4, which is the format of the video, inside EDU On Go, and it will pick up the player that I showed you, the video noting, etc., the other features. If you'd like our help to edit the video and cut it and make it more appealing, you can talk to us. We do that as well. So we do content revisions and helping out our clients to edit the videos. So yes, you can use your iPhone. Of course, having a professional camera, it's a different quality, but you absolutely can use your iPhone and upload that video to the platform. Okay, so the next one is it a white label solution, or how will it be of benefit to me as an owner of a digital marketing agency? So, Stephen,
I can take this one. This is interesting. So we do work with a lot of different partners as a company. In fact, partnership is one of our key initiatives in terms of wishing to our in our overall business strategy. So if you own a marketing agency and is interested in potentially integrating this training solution to your product offering to your end user who may be a restaurant, we would love to talk to you. It is 100% white label. If you are thinking you might even like to white label the product to be included in your own product line that look like a one product suite, we can definitely consider that and talk about that too. Also, obviously, to your end user, you can definitely do that. So whoever restaurant change or restaurant you sign up with 100% white label, it can have their logo, their color, their custom domains. So from their employee perspective, they don't even have to even know it's coming from Kiwi. But from a partner perspective, we also can actually work with our partners so that is nicely integrated with the offering your marketing firm is putting together for your customer.
Yeah. Okay, now I can see why they didn't see my screen before. So they're still saying that it never came back. You know, the quiz that I was showing never came through. So it looks like I never clicked here. Now you should be able to see my screen. So I'm just gonna demonstrate one more time because the gentleman or that person here still said it didn't come through. So I came here under quizzes in the admin side, created a new quiz, and I was just demonstrating how easy it is to add questions. Click on manage questions and you have all these question types. You have true and false, short paragraph, matching, multiple answers. And I just created this one. So you can edit that one and it will reflect automatically to the end user, to the employee that is going to take the quiz. So it is as simple as that. You can add images and videos when you formulate your question. If you tell the system what is the right answer, it will auto-grade it. So yeah, sorry about that. It looks like I didn't click on the thumbnail inside Google Hangout to show the monitor. So I hope now you can see the screen. Okay, I think we are almost at closing time. So let's see. That was the rest of the questions that I can see. We already covered it, Stephen. There was a couple of them, but we already went through them. And I think we can wrap it up. We have maybe 5 minutes.
So it's time for the most exciting part of the webinar. Is that right?
Yeah.
So we will do the drawing.
Okay. Okay. So you know more details on this than I do, and we were going to draw the winner of the $100 gift card from Amazon. That's the one you were talking about, right, Steve?
Yes, I think that's. I'm sure a lot of people are waiting for that.
Yeah. Okay,
so I guess you can do the honor and pick a random number and from the list and announce the winner.
So here's what I'm gonna ask. Okay, I want everybody. Now the people that asked questions, if you can type your name, because I don't see your name, I just see where you're from. Okay, and then these are the live questions that people ask. Well, we also have, okay, I'm not sharing the screen, right? We also have people that are RSVP, so let's take a look at those. Because I want to give out the, pick the winner that was present, not just RSVP and didn't show up.
Okay, so I forgot. So you have to be present to win.
There you go. So people are typing in their name. Okay, please type in your name when you are asking questions. I need you to be present, and I need to know who you are because I just see United States and some numbers. So I got a few names. All right, please go ahead and type in your name in the chat window here at the lower right corner where it says online, okay? Okay, let's, Stephen, do you want to cover something? We will give them 2 minutes to type their name, and then I'll keep an eye. We have a few names already coming up.
Yeah, I guess one thing I said after the webinar, we would love to hear from you. So feel free to contact Vivian or myself. Either you actually is the owner of a restaurant who want to take a closer look at the system, or you are a company who work with restaurant and would like to partner with us to create a solution. Either way, we would love to talk to you. So please feel free to email Vivian or myself to get more information, and we can definitely set up a time to talk.
Great. Okay. So one more time, I see more people online than names. So please, I will give you one last chance. Go ahead and type in your name because I will call out the name. Okay, I will call out the name. If I don't see your name, then it's going to be hard to. You won't get the gift card. So let's see. I'm going to count down from 10. Yeah.
How are we gonna do it? Are we just gonna pick a random numbers? And
Yeah, that's a good one. So
how about I gave a random numbers?
you give a random number, and I'll pick the list.
Count from the top.
That's a good one. Okay.
How about that? So tell me when you're ready.
9, 8. Once again, type in your name in the chat window, so then we can be in this in this list, so we can pick your name. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. So Stephen, give me the number.
Okay.
We only have.
How about the lucky number is number 5?
Number 5. Let's see. Oh, now people are typing in.
So number 5, the fifth person who typed their name in is the winner.
Oh man, it's interesting who we got. Sean McVine.
Oh, Sean is the winner? Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yes,
That was interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, well, congratulations to Sean, I guess.
Yeah.
And if not, I guess we can wrap this up. Is any other questions?
Yeah, any other questions from anybody? Okay, Sean is typing touchdown. Thank you. All right. Well, we only had 11 people type in their name, so.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you taking the time to join the session. I guess if you have any more questions, please feel free to email us. You can go to the Contact Us page. Stephen and I both read the messages from Contact Us, so we will get back to you. And until then, happy learning, be safe, and enjoy the weather. Thank you, Stephen.
All right. See you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.